So, it's been a lean year so far for this channel. Side note, congrats to OKC in Indiana. That was compelling hoops. But, the 2025 NBA season's done, which means it's F5 season, with free agency just around the corner. Shams Charania has already prepared fans for this off-season to be the craziest ever. There's already been some blockbuster trades. Like all of you, I'll be glued to my phone for the next couple of weeks. However, free agency isn't just a whirlwind of star movement. Underneath the national media hubbub are swarms of overlooked players. They've been grinding, they've been improving, and they're ready to move the needle for a playoff team. And with the talent explosion league-wide, the potential to get an impactful player for cheap is greater than ever. Just ask the Nuggets and Bucks, who profited handsomely from getting Russell Westbrook and Gary Trent Jr. on bargain basement deals last offseason. This series is going to focus on those guys, the NBA's misfit kids and total outcasts, MKTO! Okay, I'll stop, but you get the point. With no further ado, let's put our Moneyball hats on. A tough, speedy point guard with an otherworldly assist-to-turnover ratio and the initials Tre Jones. Where have I seen that before? Trey's got some similar traits to older bro Tyus, but there are stark differences between their games as well. He's not as good a shooter as Tyus, and his struggles behind the arc are probably why the Spurs moved on from him. On the other hand, Trey's a lot better inside the paint than most other small guards. Not only is he lightning quick, but he's also pretty athletic and physical finishing drives in the paint. In his NBA career to date, Trey has shot 54% from 2, with 62.2% of his 2s unassisted. Pretty elite for a 6'1" point guard. In addition to his blow-by threat off the dribble, he's also pretty good at getting to his floater out of pick and rolls, dropping this one in softly in Lou Cornett's face. Despite struggling with his 3-ball for most of his career, Trey's not a complete zero off the ball. He's a good off-ball slasher. Here against OKC, he strings together 2 nice drive and kick sequences from an off-ball position. This stuff isn't foolproof. Trey's 6'1" after all. Furthermore, he's not aggressively pulling threes, so sometimes he's going to get cut off trying to drive closeouts, which can lead to bad offense. With that said, over 48 minutes, Trey does return some off-ball value as a slasher. Now, the real sell with Tre Jones is his pace. Trey can push the accelerator for possession, after possession, after possession, after possession,
after possession, after possession, after possession, after possession.
Being able to play fast is so crucial in the playoffs. After all, playoff defenses lock the fuck in. It's a grind to put up a winning score with half-court ball alone, especially against great half-court defenses. As a result, we just saw teams like Detroit, OKC, and Minnesota intentionally ramp up the tempo in key moments. We also just saw how key transition was for Indiana making their run to the NBA Finals. In the playoffs, you need change-ups, and Trey is a change-up. Trey's transition offense starts with the speed at which he pushes the break. He's very skilled and explosive with a live dribble in transition. From there, he can break the defense down to score or drop dimes for teammates. Trey's also an instinctive outlet passer. Sometimes, these outlets create open shots, but a lot of the time, they lead to more subtle advantages. This play is an example of that subtle advantage. After pushing on the make, Trey's simple outlet lets big body Keldon Johnson attack Cason Wallace one-on-one before help comes. As good a defender as Cason is, a brute like Keldon with a head of steam is a difficult task, and thus he fouls. Athletic slashers dream of playing with a guy like Trey. And this isn't anything crazy. The passes you've seen aren't hard reads. But that doesn't mean Trey isn't unique. His comfort playing at a high pace, and the way he trusts his teammates play after play, is special. Doubly special in an era where most other ball handlers will only walk the ball up themselves under pressure. Trey is also a pretty good runner in transition, which is a pretty unique skill for a point guard. And this really showed in Chi-Town. He had great synergy with Josh Giddey and Kobe White, which mostly arose out of his willingness to run hard and fill lanes. His athleticism also shone in these contexts. Even in transition, it's no small feat to beat Andrew Wiggins one-on-one like this. On the defensive end, Trey is tough and quick, but he's not a very sturdy or long defender. Bigger players like Pascal Siakam can definitely take advantage of him on an island. Overall though, I'd grade Trey as a top tier backup point guard for a contender. He should be deployed like TJ McConnell. Sub him in, let him cook, and he'll change the flow of the game. My favourite fit for him is Minnesota, who are stacked with athletes like Ant, Jaden, Julius Randle, and even TJ Shannon to take advantage of his pace. The last thing I'm going to add is that I was rewatching Linsanity clips, as you do, and I came across this analysis from Magic Johnson. I think it's pertinent to Trey and the type of point guard he is.
Create excitement, create guys playing harder, better defense, getting out on the break, filling the wings, because they know this young man, Jeremy Lin, will get them the ball.
That's part 1 done. Thanks for watching.